Come on, eat here. Good morning. Good morning. I was going to talk to you guys while I try to make me some breakfast. And I'm sleeping in most of this morning after I eat. I'm tired. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Rena. Rena, I need to slide through so we could go shopping. I need to slide through, girl. I got to go shopping for my 70s party. So I got to go looking around for some things and I kind of want to go out the area. So, if I come that way, I'm going to hit you up, see if we could meet over there at that one, treat you to some, what's that darn restaurant? I want to say Chocolate Factory, but it ain't that. But yeah. So, but good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to sleep in for most of this day, then I'm going to get up. But it's breakfast time, y'all. Yeah, yeah. The Kwame Brown remix. Got it hot out here. It got it hot, didn't it? Got it hot. I know everybody's like, where's that part two? Time and preparation. If you ain't working with that, things can get more into a shambles. So time and preparation. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I was going to go downstairs, but I'm like, I'm going to make me some breakfast while I talk to y'all, before I go down there. Maybe later on tonight. And then we can have some panel or call-ins about what you thought about that and how you think and what you feel about the responses to the Kwame Brown remix. But in the meantime, between time, let me put this on. I stopped eating bacon and, a little bit of pork. I ain't quite stopped eating it all, but for breakfast, I started having me hamburger patty as my meat because it's beef instead of the pork in the morning. So let me put that on. Let me put that on in the air fryer. Then Coda Bear to myself, make some hash browns. I'm like, oh, Lord. This was going to be just as simple as possible. But good morning. I'm steady saying good morning to everybody. So, you about to lay it down too, girl. Gotta pull these, girl. I know that's right. What's going on, G? What's going on, Juicy Queen, Miss Brown, Angie? I see you. Lisa, what's going on? What's going on? So, you don't understand why they upset. I don't either. You know, everybody's gonna have their perception. So he stated off that, R&B, that he wasn't in support of that kind of behavior. He even told Mr. Kelly. So, y'all know what? I gotta get Sharon Winbush on the panel. I gotta get her on the panel. Maybe I'll email her. Maybe y'all could get her and send her. I just got some questions. I just have some, a few questions. People may not think that I'm intelligent enough to ask them, but I just gotta ask her. I want to know, basically, let me put some butter in here for these grids. Her feelings, her thoughts of her going over to that, what's the name of that social site with those other people that actually rock with WAC 100. I gotta get her on the panel, y'all. I ain't lying, cause I just want to know her feelings about it. She felt like she was going into an ambush, and however she kind of handled it, she handled it like a woman. But we got to get her up on this panel, y'all. I got some goddamn questions. Clubhouse. So Queen, I heard after the crew on the Clubhouse had the moment with Sharon Winbush, and then they took it back to WAC 100. WAC 100, I guess apparently he was not on that panel at the time. The Clubhouse had that meet and greet with Sharon Winbush. But when they invited her back on where WAC 100 was there, it calls in. I don't know. I felt that, no, I ain't going to even say I don't know. I'm going to say that she was met with total disrespect. Total disrespect. I'm sorry. And she did what was expected from me, which was drop that shit. Drop that shit, get on, because he's ambushing you. He's overtoning her, he's over talking her, and it's like, we already know why you here. Then they went into the sex question, did you sleep with him, and blah, blah, blah. And of course, their own propaganda. Well, if you were around this time, which I kind of, all of us was like, well, okay, how close were you? So that perception kind of probably came across everybody's mind, as far as that, but the sexual part. But that was here, near, or there, whether if she did or she didn't, or, was sleeping with R. Kelly. That's just here, near, and who gives a hoot about it. But they were rude. They were rude as hell. WAC 100 was rude as hell. Now, I be hearing a whole lot of people where they say, well, I ain't going to do that because I don't want those problems. I don't understand how speaking on something can bring you problems. The only thing that does is show you how the level of ignorancy can come about in a person if you're just speaking words and your thoughts or your opinions, and then all of a sudden somebody want to pull up and blow up your house or whatever. But I be hearing a lot of people. I hear those people on the Clubhouse, how I'm going to use this word out here, filler buster on what they say, as like they terrified of him or something like that. So I already knew that Sharon Winbush was walking into a and so you might as well leave, 'cause don't none of them damn people over there give a crap about no Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly, and I'm going to keep putting my opinion out about Mr. Kelly. He needs to leave it with his attorney. Period. Point blank. That's my opinion, my perception. 'Cause ain't nobody out here gonna give a damn like he's giving a damn and like his attorney is giving a damn for him to fight his case. Or, if his attorney is giving a damn. I don't know. That's his attorney. Like I say, at some point, we get it. We get it. But then there's that other side where you just can't approach or want to intervene with people who don't give a damn. They want a story. They want to see if he'll ever come out to talk about Aaliyah or tell some more things about himself, in which he was advised by his attorney, to don't take the stand, don't say anything, we got this. So once it goes above and beyond that, I gets to, I be raising my eyebrow, Mr. Kelly. They don't give no fuck. I don't care how much you are desperately want to get out of this place. Like he must have forgot that, people are just going to be just that, and if his life meant so much to him, in my opinion, where the heck is my grits at, y'all? I didn't know the container was low. He really has, I think that he really has to. Not only that, when it comes to the people that is trying to support him as hard as they do, I can't understand how that they don't use better judgment on who they contact and then go, advise Mr. Kelly, hey, get this person, because there's a larger social media platform. That's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. I wouldn't give a damn if you had 5 million on your platform if I can detect where, social media is exactly what social. Let's be social about it. Are we going to do anything about it? No. If you speak, I'm going back to Kwame too. If you speak on the WAC 100, you know, the first question that I would do, like, what you gonna do about it? What can he do about it? Nothing. Nothing. He can do exactly what he's doing, which is, I guess, what R. Kelly wants, and Kwame, and the rest of the gangs out here. Just keep repeating it for me so that somebody can grab it. Now, I heard Winbush mention the internal affairs. I've watched many people, with the concern of the BOP and all of that stuff, right? Sharon Winbush started it, kind of. She wrote all that briefing up and get the letters here. I have a question for her. What was the response from when she did it? Why isn't she showing, if there were any response from her mailings? Is it by now at this time, it had to be a response. It's got to be a response. So maybe the response back wasn't to her expectancy of what they were going to do as far as continuing to look in it, or have some actions behind it. But I think that there should have been a response right now from the what she say, the attorney general and people of those levels. So I'm guessing that we're looking for a different response of action if there is 5 million letters sitting up there and more voices are being heard. So I guess that's the tactic of keep pushing the BOP issue. But I just can't be surprised that there has not been a response to this. It's somewhere somebody didn't respond. That's all. I don't know. I don't know. But putting this inside of everybody's hand out here, he's got to have, they got to have better judgment to do so, because right now it's just a shit show of mockery to me. All it does is gives worldwide more opinions and shit based on, what they think. And every time I see this, all I see is still a bunch of arguments about Aaliyah or about Rashana or whichever one it was, Rashonda, with one or the other. I don't know. It kind of sucks that it's two females with an R. I've always put out my honest perception about it, distinguishing between the law and these females. When I think of the Rashana or the Rashonda, whichever one it was, because I don't know, I ain't seen no tape like, in depth like that. So, but I think about the years, that done went by. I think about the time that situation already had its court appearance. It already was adjudicated. So I'm lost with where's the argument pertaining to the law, right? The law bringing this one as well back alive. I am aware of how they brought it back alive because not recently ago, another law was passed under who administration? I'll leave that to y'all. What administration decided to say you can come back now and file whatever you want to pertaining to sex trafficking, child abuse, sex abuse on a child, on a minor, all of that stuff. What administration brought back that there will be no statute of limitation on this shit? What administration did that? Yeah. So right then and there, in my opinion, is where the doors open up for the shit show to start in that situation pertaining to Mr. Kelly. Right there. Because had that law not been imposed, voted on, and passed, I don't think that we would be sitting out here staring up in a situation about no darn sex tape. It would be gone. But unfortunately, it came back that way. So we have the other form of people out here with their facts, opinions, whatever, right? Based on the fact that the argument is, hold on, y'all, because we got to get these grits just right. I don't like my grits messed up. I get the grits right, but boy, that damn rice, I tell y'all, I still fight with that rice after 30-something years. I be fighting with this damn rice. I done followed all of y'all instructions. I'm like, I don't think it likes me. I don't think the rice likes me. But, yeah, now the argument, because that law has passed, is who was it really on that tape? You know, we got to argue that all over again when in fact it was argued in the 2002 trial, right? So to me, this is why I don't bother with it. To me, it's gone. To me, it's too late. And I feel just like how Mr. Kelly felt on that. Shit is too late. When he said that I'm being tried twice in the court of law, I ride with him on that. I do. I ride, but because the law says something differently, they were able to open that one back up to argue that. They are able to open and bring up the whole Aaliyah thing back, and touching on that in the court. It's all sickening to me because nobody would want to have to face the same thing twice after a juror has made a decision. Nobody in this goddamn world would want to have to go through that again. You don't. And as Jennifer Bonjean was saying, it was 20 years ago. I can't remember everything except for if it then came to delivering a baby or if I done hit a jackpot. We seem to remember more of exciting things that were beneficial or rewarding to us in our lives 30 or 20 or 50 years ago. We remember marriage, all that stuff. But if you go, you know, 30 years back and you just sitting and hanging out on the front porch and people kicking it, sometimes you ain't gonna remember everybody that was there. So it's just a big difference. So a couple of lies were ran based on with Kwame Brown coming back with his remix. I don't know if many of you guys caught that, but he had pinned my comment up on his show, right? It was talking about retribution, right? And everybody knows that the retribution is punishment and revenge. Punishment and revenge. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that this is how they came at Mr. Kelly. Punishment and revenge. They want revenge on Mr. Kelly. He beat the first case, by, whatever means or ways that he did, you know. So now that he beat that, and here comes a whole nother set of allegations and things like that, we got him again. But now, how are we going to make this stick? How are we really going to do this? Well, we're going to have to work together on this one. That's what they did. They worked together on this one here against Mr. Kelly. What did they do? Got hold to all of his past. Some of it was a nearing future, if you speak about Azrael, And you know what? We're going to have a talking to them. Yeah. We're going to offer them whatever we can do to get this conviction done. And they did as such. Unfortunately, y'all, I'm just so discombobulated this morning, but got my tea ready. They did it. Now the question is, like everybody asks, is what they have done was against the law. I'm talking about all of this immunity and things. To us, it is. You did what? You paid who? Oh, she got Section 8. What? To get them to do what they have to do to win this damn conviction. They did it. Hold up. Never mind. I'll go. That's right. Mix me up. You want some eggs? Can you mix up 4 eggs while I run and get me a top to my tea? Oh, never mind. That one. Got it. So, and they did it. But then, I asked myself a deeper question. Just because this government came in, did all of this immunity with these people and this or that, how difficult will it be to have the government fight the government? This is my question to me, because this is what is being imposed out here. This is what is being imposed. We got to go to the Attorney General. We got those people set up, and they know about this case. This was one of the biggest worldwide cases ever. They know about this case. They know about it. Why didn't they, ask myself, why did they not step in the beginning of time while Mr. Kelly case was going on? They knew that most of those people were receiving some type of immunity. So somewhere down deep in the valley of the law, is it allowed? I ask myself that. Then I go back and I look at the establishment of informants and immunity documentaries. It's been going on for over 100-something years. So I'm trying to, I'm like, how are they going to, these other people that are out there that's doing their due diligence accordingly with contacting the Attorney General and the, and throughout the internal affairs and things. How is this going to change within this minority group trying to structure and find, that loophole to fix this, or to we want this change. This cannot happen. But yet then it's a pattern of behavior within the law that's been doing this for 100-something years. I'm, so I ask myself that. That's what makes it quite difficult to have particular types of public opinions and also joining in this whole citizenship without being censored. Where will it actually go? Who's really going to grab something that has been a pattern for over 100 of years? So these are the things that I just think about, right? And we all know to change some things, you have to reach the top of the elite chain, right? Okay, well, who's up there that's actually going to be, one, in favor of Mr. Kelly, two, in favor that you care about the law and the law being changed to fit, your standards. They just put them out there. Then they ask you to get up, go down, go vote on them, and go. You got half of the world out here that's against what you are for. And it's just it's crazy. Thanks. They do. They just got it. So it's crazy. So I sat back and I said, well, you know what? He hired attorneys. He came through with first some ineffective ones and hope, things started to switch around and woo, woo, woo. But now has Jennifer Bunjean. Jennifer Bunjean is the top dog out here, not nobody else that I'm looking at or hearing from. That's just how I feel. And wherever this boat dock at, it's like that's where it's gonna have to be, unless you are really, really that person that's able to get on up there with them elites and change what the hell your mission is to do. And of course, continue to grab hold of the support system that you need to do it with. I understand that. I salute that. I do. Not against it at all. I salute it. But Mr. Kelly is in a tough situation. Very, very tough situation. He ain't the first one, and he's not going to be the last one. This is y'all democracy. What y'all people voted, these laws or this or that. This is what y'all people, and I'm not saying you in the chat or you over there on another channel. I'm just using y'all to generalize the public. This is what happens. You don't go read all the fine printing up on the, you can't read and decipher between those, what those people are saying out there on those podiums to you, and vote and vote and vote. We want you to vote it out, but you ain't really hearing it. You ain't really hearing it. Now that they have done it and it done stuck, one of those laws pertaining to Mr. Kelly, as far as this whole immunity thing and who or what they should not allow on the stand to testify and all of that stuff. What law allowed them to get around it? Find that law. Attack that law. What a law allowed these people that knew that Azarel was already compromised? What law landed her up there on that stand? Because there's going to be a law that you're fighting. There's going to be some things that you're fighting against, but there's going to be a law out there that is going to be in black and white that's going to prohibit that you are fighting against it, because it's already set in stone of why they can do it. It's gonna be out there. It's probably in some fine print, so that shit that we don't read, it's probably there. It's probably there. Nobody can tell me that the land of USA is up there just doing whatever it is that they wanted to do in broad daylight. That's just like pulling a gun out and shooting somebody down and walking away and ain't nobody seen it. They done seen all this shit go on. Your presidents, the past and the presents, they done came across this shit. This is one of the biggest cases of America. They done came across of it. They don't let it roll though. Why they not addressing something of what the public who votes and feels was wrong? Why are they not addressing this? This shit is big. This shit is big as hell. I keep, I'm up here like, whoa, wait a minute. Where's your where is your presidents? Where is those people? This needs to be addressed because this is not how we run our judicial system. You know? Nobody, okay, they're gonna leave it to where you can fight it, in the law. The laws that was made up underneath them. You say us, PAP, the USA, I know, no longer exists. No longer exists. You're on your own. You're on your own. Now, I wanted to jump on the whole rebuttal thing of Kwame Brown, right? Which, of course, he's entitled to. I said what I said about the WAC 100 as I listen to all of these Clubhouse people, and you listening to them, right? And you the one with the millions, or you the one on top. I'm like, okay, explain to me what's the difference of people saluting this individual, but I'm up here like, what? Huh? It's like they under some type of spell too. Because he's the man with the money. He's the man with the, where is my, okay, there we go. I got to mix my damn hash browns up. He's the, so I'm like, what is, but you see how following, how following will do you? You see that shit? I'm up here like, wait a minute. So now he's like, some type of chief or something. I live independent. I can't do it. Just because you sound good, and you got this and you got that, and them people up there like, shit, you better not go against him, because he going to come after us. Or he gonna X factor us out of the group. I ain't never in my life living like that. Ever. Never. I'd rather be in some little tiny ass house off the grid. Ever. It just doesn't feel right, I'm hearing them, oh, no, they say like WAC 100, speak like WAC 100, WAC 100. And then those two, the guy that did the interview on Sharon Winbush, she ain't have a chance anyway. I'm just saying, and this is just me being silly, he sounded like he was from the whole LGBTQ movement, so I don't even, sometimes you got to get other people background or something of nature before you do your interview. Let me interview you first. We gonna interview each other, then you make a decision whether if this is the particular person that you want to, sit up there and share freaking stories. Now, I'll give it to her. She broke it down like a mother sucker. She broke it down all the way from the sparkle and, and the, shit and the whole freaking story about, and the Barry Hankerson. She was giving it to them, right? So I salute on that. See, you ain't always got to be a hater to be greater. But at some point, nah. And she did. Then she bounced, which is what she should have done. Because they wasn't real. They just wanted the story. And after they get the story from the main character, what they do, go have a panel on it, process their thoughts, their opinions, do their suggestions and stuff like that. And guess what they do after that? Lights are out. End of the show. That's it. Nothing's happening. No, nothing's happening. And I got to question you. Do y'all think seriously that anybody from the Attorney General office or any president or whatever is watching a WAC 100 or for the most part a Kwame Brown show or for the most part a Storm Monroe show? No. 9 times out of 10, you might can encourage, or your mind to say, well, wait a minute, they might be over on that Roland Martin. See, Roland Martin speaks all of that political stuff, right? So you just might find those type of people somewhere around those stomping grounds in the chat or, even coming up on Roland Martin's live. But out of all of the people, and I get it, we try to keep it within, the black culture and the loudest voice, the biggest stadium, right? I don't know. What about the Angela Stanton over there? She into politics because this is a politic issue at some point, You asking for politics to look inside of this here, of Mr. Kelly. That's what y'all was asking. I thought, and Miss Sharon Winbush, y'all asking for politicians, you was hacked. Why you was hacked? How you got hacked? You say, is that the fish grease? No, not yet. Fuck a damn catfish, girl. Like I said, she needed breath from me, baby. She even talked about the video with me dancing with my light bright song, girl. She got that in her damn, her video, in her shit. Don't hate, cause I got suicide. Cause I like to have fun. Don't hate. She was just trying to show how she thinks that, in a sense that I am bipolar and things like that. I understood perfectly well what she was trying to show the people, which was me saying some things as opposed to how she say some things or the other people say some things. But like I said, you never know who has some truth and who don't. I didn't come out here to be no more than what I came out here to be. My truth relies, or it is inside, behind this door. That's where it's at. Everything on here is freaking opinions. But I understood what she was trying to do, what she was trying to say. And at the end of the day, I still don't give a fuck. I still don't give a fuck. She took this shit out here is dead stank serious to her ass. Well, nothing out here serious to me about what was going on but Mr. Kelly. That was it and that's all. The rest of this shit, you could play all day with it. Don't give a fuck. So fuck her. Fuck the boat she came on and all that shit. I be back on her ass when she take that motherfucking turban off. That's when I'ma come. When she's standing up on the real shit. Other than that, girl, fuck that bitch. I stand on that. But back to, the Sharon Winbush thing, I still salute, because sometimes when you think that, you're speaking to people of caliber, shit, don't give a shit. Now, Kwame Brown did say what he meant and meant what he said. He sure did. He said what he meant and meant what he said. And there's just happened to be a lot of people. What part that I disagree on Kwame Brown's character? That's only one part. One. And that's when you have to address to someone else how you feel, why you feel, and what you feel. So when he threw that whole rebuttal and answer back to Tasha K, that was the only problem that I kind of really had with that shit. Like, I felt that I owe Tasha K this, and he'll probably say, that he didn't. But when you put the name tag to it, it's like, okay, he don't want no beef or no problem with Tasha K. He don't, but I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. So he found his way, up out of going back and forth with Tasha K. So, and that's just how, I feel with that. So, I don't know. He said, show myself. Show myself. Where you from? Because you got one of them out of the country names. Where you from before I show myself? Huh? Where you from first? Russia? You ain't got no damn money. The Russian people broke over there. I'm going to have to see the money. Where is the money? Where's the money? You're going to have to hit the Cash App. Then I'm going to come on live. I'm going to show it to you. Moscow, you really ain't got no money. You over there wearing them what you call them skirts? What you do in Moscow? What is your position over there? What do you do? I ain't never had a Russian man. Ooh, cha. Show your face. Show Pap what you working with. Let me see. Ooh la la. Let me see ya. And it's gotta be more than a headshot, cause them headshots be having people fucked up out here, Ismail. Ismail, I'ma need the whole head to toe. I gotta see it all. Show you what I look like. You show me. Send us some fur hats. My boy Sharon. I love my Sharon, y'all. Oh, where he go? I wanted to have some fun too this early in the morning. They always hot. Let me see what you look like. Hell, we all ugly in the goddamn morning. I think. Okay, y'all, my breakfast is about ready. So, and I understand what Kwame is saying and all that stuff. And we do what we do, grab each other's commentary or whatever and have your opinions behind that, However, he stated, I ain't for this and I ain't for that, but Mr. Kelly chose to carry on with the information around social media. These people are being contacted and also informed to Mr. Kelly to contact them. I'm just leaning towards the side where enough is enough. I'm just leaning towards that side. I really am. It's a political matter, because we're dealing with the laws, and Mr. Kelly feels that a law has been broken. It's got to stay into the lane with the laws and not into the lane of the people that is not of the law, do nothing with the law. They ain't up there in a political stance or none of that. So that's where I get lost at, y'all. I get lost with that right there. These people ain't finna go change the law. These people are not about to dig in the book or the Constitution or none of that to say this or that. They're just, and be able to say, you know what? We're going to have to bring this back up. We're going to have to go out there and get on a podium or, and address this. We're going to have to make a appointment to meet with the president. None of them is doing that. They're not doing that. At least I don't see it. What you say, Ash? You say that headshot's got a motherfucking look like. I hate trans. He was from Russian, honey. Shit, I ain't never spent no Russian money. I ain't get a little Russian money. Shit, and Shannon said we gonna need a couple of those fur hats, girl. I don't know where he went, but y'all done ran him off. We was about to get the hook up, girl. We was about to get some free cell phone minutes and all that shit. We was gonna get the hook up. Yeah. And getting them darn, my hash browns brown. You don't see my hash browns. Hash browns. Yeah. Get them all ground up. That's a restaurant, y'all. Look at that. That's how they be doing at the restaurant. Let's get them hash browns did. Oh, jeez. So, the effort, you give that an A2. You give that an A2. I shoot nobody down for, the continuance of work that they're doing. That's fine and dandy. But I could tell you that I ain't holding my breath on it. Now. Ain't gonna freaking happen because right now, the prayer and the energy that I have is just to sit and wait for Banjing. Period. That's just it. What do I predict? I predict that Mr. Kelly is going to go through his limits of appeals. I do. I'm sorry, but I do. I'm not blind on how the government can work. I'm not blind on how big the government is. Gonna have to grab more than one person or whatever to get up there and have the government fight the government. That's a tough and tricky task, and it takes way more smarter people that's out here on social media doing a whole lot of yelling. It is. It's gonna take that. And I send prayer to those people that they are successful in doing what they do. I do. But I ain't no fool. I know that they ain't the, political parties, the big elite people is sitting out here on no freaking YouTube hearing this stuff. I don't know. You can't tell me that your Secretary of State and the presidents and all of them and Oprah and all, and Gail, they done heard this shit. These political people were aware. They are aware of Gail King. They felt that she had done something wrong or whatever, and within the law, why haven't they came and gotten her? Ain't done shit to nobody that they know could have possibly did something against the law. That was wrong. Ain't done shit. Coda! Don't y'all think it's time for Coda better be cooking for me? Put a 1 in the chat. I just love this middle part, this griddle on it. So do y'all think that it is time for Coda Bear to be cooking for me? She's about to be 18. Why am I still getting up out my sleep making you some breakfast? Make me some damn breakfast. Wouldn't that be the right thing to do? I know for my birthday I better not have to. She better have her ass up bright and early, burning everything in this damn kitchen. Coda! Come feed Teddy, because I don't feel like it. And then y'all see what Kwame Brown message was to the world? Shit, I got my lobster tails, my eggs, and my grits, and I don't give a damn. Basically. Oh, I ain't making no toast. It's okay, I don't want no bread. You want burger? Huh? Yeah, they're pretty good instead of having bacon. What? Yeah. But a lot of people got, infuriated a little bit because they felt that, he flip-flopped. He did this. Tasha K is over there with a whole skit, duplicated, but with different words and characters of R. Kelly. Selling tickets, getting ready to have a whole show on Mr. Kelly. That ain't been stopped. Why not? Where's the protests and stuff at to shut that shit down? There isn't one. Is it possible that people want to see it more than not see it? I've been literally out here waiting to see if I don't know who's in that area. There's got to be people in that area that can, oh, hell no. We gonna shut this, we gonna protest outside. I ain't seen that. Now, that would be helping Mr. Kelly. That would help Mr. Kelly. I ain't going, where is it in Florida? Where's she going, Florida or Georgia? I hate when my screen freeze up, y'all. Am I frozen? Because I came on here to talk to y'all, but I don't see any response, so I don't know if my screen frozen. Am I frozen? Somebody type something, anything. Have a wonderful day, Juicy. Yeah, frozen on this phone. I said, don't forget to feed Teddy. Am I frozen, Shannon? Am I frozen, sugar baby trends? Because I'm not about to sit here and talk to myself. Nope. I'm talking to you guys this morning. Let me check my other phone. Oh, y'all, okay, so y'all froze on my other phone, which I don't know why it does that. It stopped at where Juicy says, have a good day. That's where it stopped off at. I ain't seen nothing else after that. So I see you. Now I see y'all. And you know how long ago? It's Kim. Man. Wow, y'all did a lot of typing. I ain't see none of this. Yeah, the phone I'm on, it stopped at Juicy Love saying, okay, good people, time to make it go do what it do. That's when it stopped. I don't know why it does that on that damn phone. But I don't know how did y'all, I guess feel about it, because after a person does a show, that's exactly what we do. Yeah, y'all frozen. I ain't frozen. I see y'all now. But what did y'all think about that? He's entitled. We know for sure, we can say, he's entitled to it. Oh, I got to put some sugar on my grits. I cannot eat this without sugar. And I don't want to hear nobody say no. Ew, this sugar is going on the grits. Okay? It's so yummy, yummy, yummy. With the sugar. Sugar and some butter and a little cheese. Some eggs, some hash browns, and a burger. I usually sometimes would make the barbecue burgers with it already in there. Those are good, but today I didn't. You say, did I put Teddy? You know what, Shannon? It don't matter if I put Teddy food in a big bowl or a small bowl. Like, right? He's still gonna spill it all on the floor. I don't understand that. I don't get that. But I don't know. You know what else? And y'all know I don't get 2 cents, just like everybody else don't get 2 cents. You know what else ain't gonna help? All that freaking the yelling tactic and stuff like that. It's like that ain't going nowhere either. I be sitting over there, I ain't gonna do nothing with that. You know, it's not. I listen to people say what y'all not doing and y'all not doing and y'all not doing and y'all not doing. There's a lot of people out here, and I follow that Angela Stanton's channel. You know, I watch her up off her butt, whatever she chooses to do, what she doing, making progress at whatever that she chooses to do. That woman be over there working. You understand me? I mean, she be having boots on the ground politically. She's doing family stuff, you know, coming auntie and uncles. She's doing her cooking shows. She come on, she be up and moving. See, those are the type of people that put action behind what they, yap about. Man, I thought, I'll march. I'll walk with those people. I would like to. If I had the time, if I felt that, something wouldn't, I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing to elevate myself, to make sure that I have a comfortable elderly life. You understand what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense to y'all. That's the type of people right there. That woman be on it. She be gone. She over at this convention. She's over here or this speaking, and she's over here, and I'm like, then she come back on her live and she talking. She's finding the political people where she wants or that needs to be addressed. Her shit just ain't stuck right here in the middle of a social media waiting on freaking comments to type in her freaking on a page. I salute. I definitely salute. But I'm also very careful. I'm very careful what basket I put my egg in when I ain't seeing, the top-notch action behind it. I ain't going. Well, you got to have all that mouth, man, you better have a whole lot of action. And not just out here on this goddamn social media. Oh, Lord. Beauty come in looking for my Russian man. He gone, Beauty. He gone. Him be back. He went to get the money. But him gone. How's your breakfast, Carter? Y'all want to ask her when she gonna make me some breakfast. They say, when you gonna make your mama some breakfast? Carter Bear, you hear me? She told me to leave her alone. Yeah, Shannon. I mean, Beauty, I had me a Russian. He ran off when you start asking about that money. Yeah. Oh, she was queen? Oh, wow. Did she speak? Did she speak? Now, on the Clubhouse, And I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm hungry. So I am going to eat my breakfast on live today. So, and it is what it is. I'm part of y'all, y'all part of me, and sometimes this is what the black culture do. Oh well. I ain't the one sitting on top of the world or thinking that I'm all of that. I'm normal and human just like y'all are. It is what it is. But on the Clubhouse, the host, he kept trying to throw the word child in at Sharon Winbush, right? And she caught that. She caught that. I don't think that nobody should be using the word child. If you want, I think minor, if you want to use that, may be appropriate. And that's what Sharon Winbush was addressing him on. And she defined to him what is a child. His sarcastic voice comes back with, yeah, like whatever. They still the same, whatever, right? But I'm willing to bet that if you put all of those people that was on that panel from the Clubhouse out there to literally do their own investigation, that they're not going to come up with what is going on with Mr. Kelly in this current court proceedings. You're not. You're not. And Mr. Kelly constantly says it quite a bit. You want to kill me, lock me up, throw away the key forever over something that has allegedly happened in his way past. He said that on Gayle King. You just have to read between the lines. Oh. Mr. Kelly was from Chicago. And I listened to the truth, and a whole lot of people talk about they were there and they seen them when they picked up the girls and then yada, yada, yada. But then they never tell you what happened after the allegations of Mr. Kelly picking up a girl. Picked them up and did what? They can't put that spreadsheet out to you at all. Did he drop her off on the next corner? Did he drive her over to a house or the game room? What else did he do? What else did he do? Did they do a performance act behind closed doors? Then you should be able to detail that. You should be able to detail that. None of them can. None of them can. But that's here, near, there. Either at some point in time, people are going to have to grow up and wash away what you know or have known about him, because he is not the only one. There's a whole lot of people that you know of you've known about, but you ain't turned them in yet. And deal with the fact of what was on the table pertaining to the charges in the courtroom. And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that. You will understand Mr. Kelly a whole lot if you really, really listen to him. Listen to him. It's in his message. 30 or 20 or whatever years ago it was. It's my past. I'm not that person, he said. I'm not that person. How many times does it take for a person to tell it? But we get it because we are in the learned behavior and we know what we know dealing with our ancestors or how they were, how they treated us. We're going to treat our own kind the same damn way. It's fucked up. Fucked up. Now, that takes me back to Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown is stuck in that learned behavior. Period. Had he not been stuck in that learned type of behavior because of what I see, what I know, who I know it from, and they said, and I seen it. Even let's talk about the part where if you saying that you have seen this tape, how long ago has it been since you seen it? 20, 30 years ago? Well, let's see if there is a pattern. Are there any other tapes of Mr. Kelly doing X, Y, and Z allegedly? Because we always going to have that argument out in the forefront, whether if it was him or not. But how long ago was it? Was there a pattern? And if so, then there should be brand new tapes of Mr. Kelly in the courtroom here in this years that he was indicted of him keeping up the same stuff. Then you can categorize him as the P person. I can't. I don't see any. I don't see any. I understand what the law says, but at some point, we do. You have to ignore what the law says because it's just not right. It's not right for you to take something the 20 or the 30 years ago and then on top of it, in order to squeeze juice out of a lemon, you want to pay a person to do what you need them to do a conviction. On top of that, it's the same damn person. No, no, and no. If he is this person, show me the freaking pattern. It better be a new person. It better be a new child. It better be some new complaints coming from the parents that done filed something about Mr. Kelly has been around. I don't see none of that. I don't see none of that. Cold. You cold? Yeah. I don't see none of that. So, I don't know. It's a lot that we can't separate. You know? It's a lot. And speaking of the topic about, you know, the emails or the fake ID and the Azrael's thing, everybody raised a eyebrow, an eyebrow about that situation, right? And yes, arrest the parents. But if you're going to sit out here and be arguing about the whole Aaliyah thing or whatever, okay, well, what about Aaliyah's mom? Don't y'all want her arrested? Aaliyah was brought back up in the situation, and Kwame Brown says that if the child was allowed to be around Mr. Kelly at a certain age, then got to put some blame on the parents. However, we do know that Aaliyah was an artist and she went in for some music, to grow herself. Okay. Kwame, then where were the parents? Why wasn't they there with her? Why wasn't Barry Hankerson and all of them sitting around and doing the managing and all that stuff? Well, so clearly he would say, I would hope that Aaliyah parents, that implies to them too. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Take the stories back to his 2002 trial. The Lisa Van Allen. Yeah, okay. Go get her parents. I think that the jail system's so tired of taking mug shots of Ashanti McGee. I don't know her, and I think that